Subscribe to my channel now. Remember to subscribe to my channel. See you. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to my video today. Today it's a video about Benny Lewis, who say that he is a polyglot. But let's find out and see if he can really speak all those languages that he say that he can speak. First of all, I want to say thank you to my subscribers and to my viewers. Especially thank you to my subscribers for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. So let's continue watching more videos of Benny Lewis. Thank you for watching. Let's continue. Let's see what's more on his bullshit channel here. Language hacking course, I just showed that before. And also this best language podcast. I think it was some of the podcasts that I showed on Google when I searched about him. I think there was 2 podcasts there. I don't know if there's more of them. Let's see here what there is. Okay, language learning podcast. You can learn a language by listening to podcast. Okay, this is not the same, but here. Okay, this post contains affiliate links. Okay, there's affiliate links here. At Fluent in 3 months, we only recommend tried and tested products that we have used and love. That's why we have no problem using affiliate links, which mean we get a small commission when you purchase a product we have linked to. See, it says that that he get a small commission when you purchase a product they have linked to. That's what I told also about Lindy Boats and about this guy, Days of French and Swedish, all of those polyglot YouTubers and some language channel or some other YouTube channels, they get some commission or they get some percentage every time someone purchase, every time someone buy a product from the links. Benny, what are the best language learning podcast? Anytime I'm asked this question, I always recommend Innovative Language Podcast. There are 30 plus language available in the Innovative Podcast series, and I have linked to them all below. Feel free to scroll down straight to the good stuff. Otherwise, let's take at some of the main questions people have about language learning podcast. Let's take at some of the main questions. Okay, there's something that sounds really weird about this sentence. This sentence sounds a little bit weird. I think it should have been let's take a look at some of the main questions. And I'm sure that clown, Days of French and Swedish, he will have something to say about this, that clown. But you know what? You can only speak one language and you are a scammer, Days of French and Swedish. So I don't care about what you think about my English, if I speak good or bad, you clown, Days of French and Swedish. Can I learn a new language by listening to podcasts? Podcasts are one of the first places I turn when I'm starting a new language. Okay, blah blah blah, bullshit. Why? Because I've found that speaking from day one is the best way to learn a language. Podcasts give the opportunity to listen to your new language being spoken. As you listen, you will learn correct pronunciation. That's why when I was creating my language hacking course with Teach Yourself, I insisted that the course included audio. So there's audio to your scammer course. So your scammer course and scammer book have some audio. I'm sure it's some other people who are native speakers, or else you just someone help you how to read the stuff in the audio. On top of that, the best podcasts are structured to guide you on a journey in learning your new language. As you follow each lesson, you will build up on what you have previously learned. I would never recommend that anyone learns a language only by listening to podcasts. Podcasts are a vital tool in the language hacker's toolbox, but they should never be the only tool you use. What are the advantages of language learning with podcasts? Okay, just forget this bullshit free or paid podcast. There are plenty of free language learning podcasts out there, blah blah blah. Paid doesn't always equal better. Okay, blah blah blah. Let's see what's so good about innovative language podcast. Whether I'm just starting out in a language or refreshing my skills in a language I already know, I use innovative language podcasts. Innovative language podcasts are produced to a very high standard and are structured to help you learn as much as possible, as quickly as possible. What's more, their lessons are separated into levels that follow the CFR scale pretty closely. This format has been a great help when I want to move up a level on the CFR scale. How can you move up a level on the CFR scale? How can you move up a level on the CFR scale if there's a big chance that you cannot speak any of this language? There's a big chance you cannot speak any of this language, or maybe you just know some beginner stuff in few language. Okay, innovative language podcasts. Click on any language below to find out more about the innovative language podcast for that language. English class 101, French pod 101, German pod 101. They also have this one on YouTube, this French pod 101, German pod 101, Italian pod 101, Spanish pod 101. So what if you tell us about this? Just because you tell us about these different things doesn't mean that you can speak any language. Arabic pod 101, Bulgarian, Cantonese, Chinese, Danish, Dutch, Filipino, Finnish, Greek, Hebrew, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, blah blah blah. Okay, language made easy. Join me for this short, fast-paced webinar where I share my 3 biggest secrets on how to learn a new language quickly. Okay, let's go back to his YouTube channel. Okay, let's see his YouTube channel here again. I think I already showed most of this, but let's see also. I want to see the Patreon, what's on the Patreon, but I want to see this first. If I already show this one, my language learning products, I show it. My TEDx, I show it. Language hacking course, I think that's the one I showed before. I just want to be sure this is the one I showed before or it was a different one. Oh no, look here. Language hacking podcast with Benny Lewis and Shannon Kennedy. Benny Lewis and Shannon Kennedy meet real life language learners and discover smarter, fast ways to learn a language. Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcasts, Stitcher. Episodes, show notes, language hacking podcast episode 070. Here, Professor on how engineers approach language learning. I think Benny Lewis wants to say that he's engineer and that he is studying engineer, but I think he did not even finish high school. I think Benny Lewis did not even finish high school, then he wants to say that he studied engineer or finished engineer, bullshit something. Stitcher download episode, blah blah blah, hacking podcast, Benny Lewis and Shannon Kennedy talk to Manuel of Herr Professor about growing up multilingual, teaching German and how engineers approach language learning. Featured resources Herr Professor mentioned in this episode: Tiny Habits, Stephen Krashen's comprehensible input here. I've seen this name many places. This Stephen Krashen, I've seen him in some YouTube channels like that, but I did not see who is he yet. I think he's also maybe one of the Polyglot YouTubers or something like that. Actually, this Stephen Krashen, he is an American linguist. He's an American linguist professor, and I have seen some of his videos, or no, I did not see some of his videos. I only watched few minutes. I've watched him in few minutes videos together with some of the Polyglot YouTubers, and also on the channel of Polyglot Gathering and Polyglot Conference. I've watched a little bit from him on the Polyglot Gathering and Polyglot Conference, and he have video also with some Polyglot YouTubers like Steve Kaufman, and some other Polyglot YouTubers also have videos with him, or live stream with him, or have videos talking about him. But maybe I'll take a look at that some other time. But let's forget this guy now. I will take a look at this maybe some other time. But I think he's also some bullshit guy. I think he's also some kind of bullshit guy, but I'm not sure yet. But I will find out that maybe in some other video or some other time. So let's continue about Benny Lewis. And of course, this Stephen Krashen he is from USA. This Stephen Krashen is from USA. What a surprise. What a surprise that he is from USA. But let's go back to Benny Lewis again and see what's else. Language podcast. Here, Language Hacking Podcast, episode 068, and Tony Metivier on building a magnetic memory. Okay, so there's some different bullshit people here. Some podcast thing. Joe Franco. Oh my god. She's one of the scammers, this Joe Franco. I know this Joe Franco scammer. YouTube influencer and polyglot Joe Franco about growing up bilingual, developing a love of travel and language learning, and building connections through language. Ah, fuck. Okay, if there's one scammer there, if this Joe Franco, I know she's a scammer, then maybe the other people here is also some scammers, I'm not sure. I don't know who the other people are. But let's go back to his YouTube channel again. Let's just forget this bullshit. Let's go back to his YouTube channel again. Okay, now we have seen all this kind of things, so now we just need to see the Patreon before I show his videos. I want to see this Patreon. Okay, Benny with a picture. Okay, let's see here. What is this? Ah, fuck this. Okay, Benny is creating language learning videos. Language learning videos or scamming videos. 0 Patreons. He don't have any Patreons, really? I don't believe so. I'm not sure about this. Maybe he can hide it somehow. Maybe there's somehow you can hide your Patreons so people cannot see how many Patreons you have or how much money you make. I'll be making loads of language learning videos anyway, but with an editing budget I can make sure to make some of this level of professionalism again. What professionalism? Professionalism at lying and scamming people? 0 out of 641. Ah, I know now, because we are start of the month. Because now we are start of the month, that's why it's still 0 there. To visit Polyglot in person and make professional videos with them. I don't want to visit you fucking shithole in person, you dirty shithole. They're all over the world. Yeah, this disease called Polyglot YouTubers. This disease called Polyglot YouTubers, they're all over the world now. Or I will have to fly them to me, and will need good recording equipment, green screen, room rental, and a really good editor to bring it all together. Ah, fuck. how it works: get started in 2 minutes, choose a membership, sign up, add a payment method, get benefit. Okay, language English, United States of shitholes. Okay, what is Patreon? By supporting creators. Bullshit. Patreon, you're becoming an active participant in their creative process. As a member, you will receive exclusive content, community access, behind the scenes updates, and the pride of following work that matters to you. Can I cancel my pledge anytime? Yes, you can easily cancel or upgrade your pledge at any time. Okay, let's just see here. What if I can choose something here? What's this? Choose a membership. Okay, but there's no membership to choose here, I think. What if I say become a Patreon here? By signing up, you agree to Patreon, blah blah blah, bullshit. Let's go back to his YouTube channel and let's start to watch some videos of his YouTube channel. It's all these TED channels, TEDx and TED Talks, TEDx and TED Talks, and all those TED channels are also some kind of scammers. They're working together with the scammers. TED Conference LLC, Technology Entertainment Design, is an American media organization that posts talks online for free distribution under the slogan "Ideas Worth Spreading." So it's American media organization. Is fucking USA, man. All the scammer stuff came from this fucking United States of shithole scammers. Are TED Talks only on YouTube? The TED Media uploader is accessible in regions without access to YouTube. The uploader is the only way to upload your TEDx Talks to the official TEDx YouTube channel. Your videos should not be uploaded to any other YouTube channels or video platform. This fucking TEDx is from USA, and TED Talk, all these TED channels from USA, and YouTube is also from USA. Also TikTok. There's so much bullshit came from this fucking USA. Fucking shit scammer USA, man. It's fucking shit. United States of shithole scammers. Headquarters New York City, USA. Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Area served Canada and United States. It's fucking shithole scammer company, man. Also in 2010, statistician Nassim Taleb called TED a a monstrosity that turns scientists and thinkers into low-level entertainers like circus performers. He claimed TED curators did not initially post his talk warning about the financial crisis on their site on poorly cosmetic ground. But this TED is just bullshit, but my video is not really about TED and TED Talks, so I'll not make too much about it. But I know this TED and TED Talk channels are some scammer channels also. Those TEDx and TED Talk channels are also some scammer channels. There's some big scam company and they work also. They show videos of scammers. Look how many channels: TED in Spanish, TED Ed, TED Fellow, TED Partners, TED Use, TED Translators. They're also scammers. They have videos of many different polyglot YouTubers and other fake shit people. But they have so many videos, so I'm not going to show here, but I've already shown before, this TED Talk, they have videos with different polyglot YouTubers and other shit people like that. They're just some scam. This TEDx and TED Talk, all these TED channels are some scam shit. Okay, so let's watch this YouTube channel of Benny Lewis. I will show his videos or some of his videos to see how many languages he can speak. But look here, also have some other YouTube channels. I want to show this channel also later, maybe. This one, fluent in 3 months. This bullshit nonsense about you can be fluent in any language in 3 months. Bullshit. Just some bullshit. It's fucking. Here, Richard Shithole Simcott, Polyglot Conference Partnership, Moses McCormick, all this bullshit, just bullshit. Here Steve, this one, Richard Simcott again. And here also this Jan van der Shithole from Netherlands, this Jan van der Shit. All the scammers working together, this fucking shithole scam community. Polyglot Connor Klein. And here also Ollie Richards. And this one, Lucas from Jan and Lucas channel. All the scammers working together, this polyglot shithole. How hyper polyglot Emmanuel Marini learned 30 language. How he learned 30 language. What the fucking shitholes, man. Fucking shit scammers, clowns. Richard shithole. Jan Lucas shithole. All the scammers here. And here Luca Lampariello. All these shithole scammers working together. I don't know all of them. There's so many. There's so many scammers in this community. This community full of so many scammers. There's so many people. I don't even know all these people. So many scammers working together. Shannon Kennedy. I don't know all these fucking shit people who are all these people working together, all this scammer community.
Yay, the Fluent in 3 Months YouTube page gets a community tab. What videos have you enjoyed most on the page? Looking to revamp this channel a ton for you guys. Fuck you. Bullshit. So I'm in step 1. I'm a bit confused about all the links I have to wait through just to do a simple task. I'm ready for my first upload, but I'm not sure how to do it. Can someone please help me? Oh, this fucking shithole, man. Here, Italki, Cynthia Dis, German Polyglot, Euro Linguist, Connor Klein, The Genius Lab, France Inter, Ciara Nie, Felicia Folom, Polyglots, OTW, Bill Vicars, Italian with Melissa, La Studentessa Mata. So many scammers working together. Jan and Lucas, Steve Kaufman, then his own channel, Benny Lewis, Una Min Cavanagh, Kevin Morehouse, Jeremy Gainsborough, Actual Fluency, Alex Rawlings. I want to see this guy also sometime. This Alex Rawlings shithole. They are all scammers working together. All these people, look here, Richard Simcott and Alex Rowling. All these scammers are working together. Here, Richard Simcott, Alex Rowling, Polyglot Workshop, speaking Hungarian after 9 months in Budapest, learning Portuguese in 90 days. Bullshit. Alex Rowling speaking Portuguese after 3 months. Learn better Serbian. All these people are just some fucking scammer shit. But you only have like 16 videos. I'm Alex Rowling. I'm 22 years old and in my final year studying German and Russian at Oxford University. How do we know? How do we know if you really study in the university? How do you know if it's true that you study in the university? All of you are liars and scammers. I've loved languages for as long as I can remember and have always enjoyed studying them. In February 2012, I was named Britain's most multilingual student. Bullshit, fuck you, man. In a nationwide competition run by HarperCollins. Recently, I've launched a blog called Roland's Shithole, where I post about language and traveling. Oh, fuck you, man. They're all scammers working together, all this kind of shithole people. Just some big scam shit community. Language drops. Speaking Brazilian language school. Let's see who is this also, because some of these people say that some of them will work with some people who pretend they're language teachers or something. Look here, interview with Steve Kaufman in Portuguese. Look the first one. Interview with Polyglot Steve Kaufman in Portuguese. That's what I say. There's some YouTube channel in different language. These people are a big scam community. I told you these Polyglot YouTubers have some big scam community. There will be some other YouTubers who have some language channel. There'll be some Polyglot YouTuber. No, there'll be some YouTubers same like this one. Some YouTubers same like this one who have some language channel in Brazilian or Spanish, like Portuguese or Spanish or Italian, German or something like that. Look here. I'll not watch this one. I'll just show you something here. Look, let's see here. Interview with Steve Kaufman in Portuguese. So when this kind of person, she have a channel about language learning, about language learning in Portuguese, then people will think that Steve Kaufman can speak Portuguese or the other polyglot can speak Portuguese if she makes some video with them. Interview with polyglot Steve Kaufman in Portuguese. Lingo Steve. Join the Speaking Brazilian YouTube club to have access to the transcript of this video and many other videos. Brazilian YouTube club. Okay. School speaking Brazilian. Bullshit. Speaking Brazilian YouTube club. Learn Portuguese with YouTube and build your vocabulary. 7-day free trial. I created the Speaking Brazilian YouTube club especially for those who study Portuguese with my YouTube channel. I made this program to organize my content available on YouTube for you. Okay, so she also do this so she can make some money from this. Get started now. Pay for 6 months in advance and get 10% off. 7-day free trial, then $26.94, like $27 every 6 months. Okay, so they will pay this $27, and then if they don't like it already after first time or after few days, then they already lose all their money. 7-day free trial, then $4.99 per month, so it's like $5 per month. So 6 months is like $30 or something. And then if they take the one lower here, it will be $27, so they will save like $3 or some bullshit like that. About contact all courses, log in, bullshit. Welcome to the Speaking Brazilian School. On this website you will find everything you need, blah blah, to learn Brazilian Portuguese from the comfort of your home. My name is, it's not clear here, something Langhammer or Virginia Langhammer shit. I'm originally from Brazil and I moved to New York in 2013 with my husband Rob. Okay, so she got married with some guy in USA or something. She moved to New York, USA, and she's from Brazil. And now she's working with the other American scammers. She moved to USA to work with the other American scammers. Zandra Turner, teacher. Okay. Courses offered by a Speaking Brazilian School, blah 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 blah. But I don't care if she can speak Brazilian or if she can teach people Brazilian. But what I'm talking about here is that those kind of people, they're working with the polyglot YouTubers. So when she make interview with Steve Kaufman in Portuguese, then she will tell people that he can speak good in Portuguese like that, and then some other YouTuber will make video with Steve Kaufman speaking Chinese and say he speak good in Chinese. Another one will make video with him speaking with him in Spanish or Italian or French or other language, and then they will say that he is good in the language or something like that. He speak Portuguese with a Spanish accent. At least he knows Portuguese. I like how he speaks with confidence. That's what I say. Then people will believe this when they see there's some YouTube channel like this who make video with him. A conversation between my teacher and the man who gave me the motivation and confidence to get started. This is a dream, really. That school is great, right? Okay. But it's good now. There's some translation here. It promised to be a good conversation. I'll watch. Really trust is a key. Yeah, this kind of people who is working with the scammers make people believe in them. This kind of YouTube channel, like this YouTube channel who work with the scammers, will make people believe in the scammers. when this kind of shitholes here make videos with the polyglot YouTubers, then people will believe in the polyglot YouTubers. Also here interview with polyglot Jan van der O. So she have video with Steve Kaufman. She have video with Steve Kaufman and also polyglot Jan van der O. Here also this one Steve Kaufman. Also I think it's another one with Steve Kaufman. She have many videos with Steve Kaufman, not only one. She have like 3 or more videos with Steve Kaufman. That's what I say. They have some people who make some YouTube channel in different language, and then they will make videos with the polyglot YouTubers. It's like a big scam community. They're supporting each other, all of them. Okay, I don't know who's this old man there. Let's see if there's some other polyglot shit here or no. But I know this video is about Benny Lewis, but still it's important to show this kind of thing, to show what kind of scam community this is, to show that there's some people working together with the scammers. Because when this, like I said in my other video, when there's some people like this who make videos with the polyglot YouTubers in different language, then people will believe that they can speak all this language. When there's someone who make video with them in Italian or Spanish or Portuguese and French and German and Russian and Chinese and every language, someone make video with the polyglot YouTubers, then people will think and believe that they can speak all this language. Speaking Brazilian language school specializes in Brazilian Portuguese. We offer online courses and one-on-one classes for students of all levels. In this channel you will find new video lessons every Tuesday with tips on grammar, vocabulary and pronunciation of Brazilian Portuguese. All videos have subtitles in English and Portuguese to help non-native speakers understand. So when this kind of shithole people, they make videos with the polyglot YouTubers, then people will believe in this. When this kind of shitholes make videos with the polyglot YouTubers, then people will believe that they can speak all those languages. But let's go back to his YouTube channel here again, to Benny Lewis YouTube channel. But what I wanted to say is that when there's some people who make videos with them in different language, then people will think that they can speak all this language. It's like a big scam community supporting each other. I remember I found them here in the community. I go back here again with fluent in 3 months in the community, shit like that, channels. Okay, but forget this. I'm not going to show all those channels here, but you already know that they're all supporting each other. All the scammers here supporting each other. You can see Lindy Boats, Ollie Richards, Polyglot Pal. You can see all the scammers here. It's like a big scam community. Yo-Yo Chinese, like that. Coffee Break Language, like you can see all this kind of channels that are working together. It's like all these many channels. There's like a big scam community working together. It's like a big scam community working together, and you think some of them, you will think they're about language learning, some of the channel, but then they're actually, you can see here also Luca Lamprello, you will think some of the channels are language learning in Spanish or Portuguese or French or Italian or German or Chinese, but then those language learning channels are working with the YouTubers, polyglot YouTubers also. Also here this polyglot conference, the polyglot conference, and also easy languages, like that. Many of those channels are working together with the polyglot YouTubers. Lausho, Perfect English Grammar, Learn Chinese Now. So many of these channels, they're somehow working with the polyglot YouTubers, I think, or something like that. Okay, forget this now. It will take too long time to show all the channels, but I want to show his own channels here. This one, Fluent in 3 Months. Fluent in 3 Months is the world's most popular language learning blog, and this is our YouTube channel. Our mission at FI3M is to FI3 is like fluent in 3 months. If fluent I in 3M months. Fluent in 3 months is to make language learning as fun as and easy as possible. Really, you can make the language fun and easy, and then people will become fluent in 3 months. If you make the language fun and easy, then they can become fluent in the language in 3 months. Really, you will find language learning tips, strategies, tools, recommendations, and encouragement. We will also cover the FI3M challenge, formerly Ad 1, where we post our live events, and you will see the progress our students make in their challenges. The FI3M challenge guarantee you a 50-minute conversation in your target language after just 90 days. Wow. But I think before he said that you can become fluent in 3 months. I think before he said you can become fluent in any language in 3 months. Maybe when some people did not believe him, then he changed it. I think before he say become fluent in 3 months. That's why it says here fluent in 3 months. You can see the name of the channel is Fluent in 3 months. Also his website is Fluent in 3 months. Also you have some videos and some blogs where he said that you can become fluent in any language in 3 months. But I think when people did not believe him, then he changed it. He did not change all of it, but he changed some of the description. He will say that the FI3M challenge guarantees you a 15-minute conversation in your target language after just 90 days. But anyone can learn how to speak for 15 minutes in a language. It's not that difficult to just speak for 15 minutes in a language or say few sentences or few things in a language for 15 minutes. It's just bullshit. He is bullshit scammer. But this is one of his other channels. Maybe I'll show some of the videos here also later. Wait, you have one here with Steve Kaufman, or was this? I'm not sure. Here, Steve Kaufman, how to learn a new language. Okay. How to start using Anki PC Mac Linux version, blah blah. Benny coaches a monoglot to learn Esperanto. Should we take a look at this? Like, I don't know. Week 2 learning Esperanto and first spontaneous chat. Benny and Lawrence plane, train and automobile travel. Bullshit. Lawrence. Week 4 chat in Esperanto. Lawrence week 5 learning Esperanto. 1 week left. Lawrence 6 week challenge final making friends. Okay, so after they will make friends also. She will make friends also with the other scammers, Richard Simcott and someone else there. Icelandic day 2. Benny reactives his Mandarin visit to Singapore. Bullshit. Benny's first class in Indonesian after 4 hours of study. Okay. 4 hours of study Indonesian. Esperanto lives. What is Esperanto and why does this? Blah blah. Learn Portuguese in 3 months. Introducing Holy Mission. Portuguese in 3 months. Day 0. Learn Portuguese in 3 months. 1 update. Learn Portuguese in 3 months. Month 2 update. Portuguese in 3 months. Mission complete. Really? They're all scammers working together. You can also see here Richard Simcott. I think I see this guy in one of his, the one in his channels, the one of the channels that there's some guy there like that. They're all scammers working together. All this bullshit, man. Moses McGormick. Ask Polyglot Lucas. Holy Richards. Just bullshit. All this just some fucking bullshit. But let's take a look at his main channel. I'm not sure if I should show some of this bullshit here, because I know it's just some bullshit, fake shit. Because they cannot prove if they can speak a language after 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. It can just be some fake edited videos. It can just be some fake videos, and it can be also he can choose some person who already know the language or something. Like some of these videos can just be some fake shit, and the one who say that she's learning Portuguese, we don't know if that person already know Portuguese but pretend that she don't know it. Or it can also be some fake shit videos. Also, it's just some 2-minute video, 10-minute video, 13-minute, 8-minute, 6 minutes videos. But let's go to his main channel. Then maybe I'm not sure later if I will show some from some of this channel also. Then you have this one, Polyglot Gamer. Just some gaming channel, playing some games, some bullshit. Presonic Mania, the Sonic original, reminiscing Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic shit, some bullshit games. Bump, Cyclone. Just some gaming channel, Fortnite. Blah blah, just some bullshit. Globetrotting, getting promoted to silver division on GeoGuessr. Just some bullshit nonsense. And then you also have this one. I will show this one, Fluent 3 Months, Polyglot Gamer, and then this one is empty channel. This channel is empty. Nothing on this channel. Stream Trainer, yeah. It's my birthday, so come join me in a live stream to say hi, chat, wish me a happy birthday in your target language. I'll be on Twitch. Just go to Twitch TV Polyglot or search for Polyglot, my username there, and click schedule to see the time I will be live, converted to your time zone. Blah blah blah. And I'll be streaming myself playing GeoGuessr, looking for language clues in science for up to 6 hours, so you will have plenty of time to catch me. Oh, bullshit. The scammers together. He was working with Moses McGormick, Lavusho. He was working together with him and working with the other polyglot scammers. They're all working together, these fucking shitholes. But let's watch some of his videos now. But I want to start with his Arabic videos to show his Arabic videos. But if you go here to the start, but you can see many of his videos is just some bullshit. But let's see here. Benny dancing with a frisbee on his head. Okay. Dancing with a frisbee on his head. Oxford Street popularity regions. New Year countdown 2008 at Big Ben. Okay, so he has some videos 14 years ago, but when did he start his polyglot shit? He also have some there, the one I talk about. He has some videos in Brazil, some carnival videos. He just go to Brazil to watch some carnival and have some fun and meet some women like that and party and drinking. Look, he go to Brazil and meet some woman having some fun, and after he will make this YouTube channel, or he have this YouTube channel, but after he will make it some polyglot channel to scam people for money like that. Estudios Esperantino, Smajo, learn Esperanto, summer Esperanto study English, summer Esperanto semaine dans le en français, aussi Irlanda in Italiano, Portuguese. So he started this language saying where I think he started here with the Brazilian stuff here at the carnival. So maybe he met Richard Simcat or some of the other polyglot when he was traveling to Brazil, or maybe he met them in USA or something. After he do same like them, or maybe he see their YouTube channel and do same like them. But I want to see the Arabic videos first, Egyptian Arabic videos, because that's my expertise. My expertise is the Egyptian Arabic videos. I'm going to show you first the Egyptian Arabic videos, then we'll see some of these videos also. Here is the album. Here's the album with the Egyptian Arabic videos, Egyptian Arabic project, digital immersion over Skype and travels. Benny Lewis. When I decided that I want to explore Egypt, I was clear that I had to learn at least conversational level Egyptian Arabic before doing so. This series shares my story. Okay, so let's see which one is first. Climb Mount Moses, seeing camels and burning. Results of Benny's intensive Arabic project. Siva Wesis, travel through along the Nile. It's mostly some travel videos, and then he will make some few conversations like that. Just some bullshit nonsense, but let's see a little bit of this shit. Climbing Mount Moses, seeing camels, the burning bush, and the pyramids of Giza. Blog post with more details coming tomorrow. This video shares my journey up Mount Sinai, also known as Mount Moses, as it is traditionally believed to be where Moses received his 10 commandments, and at the base of the mountain is Saint Catherine's Monastery, which is host to the burning bush, also of biblical fame. Note that I'm not religious at all. After that, you're not religious, really? You're not religious? That's why you have no problem scamming people. After that, I went back to Cairo to wrap up my time in Egypt. I hope you have enjoyed this series. On Thursday, I will upload the video of me speaking in a completely unrehearsed and unedited 17-minute chat in Arabic, so you can see what my level is like. Yeah, really. Okay, so let's watch a little bit of this bullshit nonsense.
to Mount Sinai, also known as Moses Mountain, in the eastern Sinai region of Egypt. I got in here at Welcome to Mount Sinai, also known as Moses Mountain, in the eastern Sinai region of Egypt. I got in here at night and started a 1 a.m. trek up the mountain to reach the peak at an altitude of almost 2,300 meters, or 7,500 feet, by sunrise. Initially, with the full moon, our path was really well lit up, but it soon went behind the mountains, so we had to use flashlights. A few hours later, when the moon was completely gone, I saw the most wonderfully clear sky, and while this was a little annoying, at least when they were far in the distance, too dark to be seen on my infrared camera, quick rest and to warm up. Finally, I rented the blanket at the last tea shop, since the top can get...
Hello.
We just hiked up, and it was actually a very easy hike, wasn't it?
It was a fun hike.
It was a fun hike. We had loads of stops.
Yeah.
It's not too cold, but we're sharing a blanket because it was actually really cold a few minutes ago, and the view is spectacular. My favorite part though was seeing all the stars.
That was amazing. That
Yeah.
was really good.
I've never seen so many stars because less atmosphere to block them or whatever it was.
And they're so big as well.
So traditionally, this is the mountain that Moses came up to get the different mountain.
It may be a good one.
Oh, it will be. It'll definitely be a good
It's
one
a good one.
because we've earned. I was so tired, but I still had a little bit of energy left in me to clown around a little before we got energy from me. Hours later, we finally, for me, with the peace and tranquility of a biblical mountain hike. Well, I still had one last thing left to do in Egypt. I had already walked this path, but I got a taxi to actually see the Great Pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx, as I wasn't really in Egypt for ancient Egypt. There's a place you can go to get a nice picture of the pyramids with the desert behind them. I hope you've enjoyed following me along on this adventure. And
Okay, so the whole video is in English. This whole video is in English. Bullshit. Let's see the next one. Results of Benny's intensive Arabic project. Results of Benny's intensive Arabic project. Unscripted, unedited conversation with a native. Let's see if it's really unedited. He say it's unedited. Please read this blog. This fluent is freemasses.com Arabic. Please read this blog post for full details on my thoughts on my level and how this project went. This is not what I consider fluent, but conversational or B1 level, and explain why in the post. Please keep comments civil, as I find my language update videos tend to get unnecessary trolling, which I may delete. So if some people will write to him in comments that he is not good in Arabic or something, then he will just delete it. If there's some people who don't believe him and will tell him in comments that he's not good in Arabic or something like that, then he will delete it. They only keep the comment that will make it look like they can speak the language. All those polyglot YouTubers, they only keep the positive comment that make them look like they can speak the language. Some of them keep the comment. It's different. It's been a fantastic project, and also many of you followed it for the language aspect. The last videos that I've been uploading of the culture and the travel aspects of using the language to interact with people rather than me doing most of the talking, as in this video, has been the point of it all along for me. Blah blah blah. You can be confident at speaking any language in weeks instead of years. Find out how at fluent is 3 months. Bullshit. Let me see. Well, let's see this one about the Arabic, what he say on his blog, on his website. Okay, let's see this one, what it says here. Watch Benny Speaks in Arabic by Benny Lewis. Full disclosure, this post contains affiliate links. Learning Arabic has been a very interesting project. I started back in September with 3 months to intensively learn the language while in Brazil, and then spent January and February traveling through Egypt, ultimately not doing more than a couple of hours intentional work on my Arabic level, also getting lots of practice. And if you check out the above completely unedited and unscripted conversation, you can hear what my Arabic sounds like. Check out the above completely unedited. Unlike in my other videos where I was focusing much more on an interesting message that the native speaker could share with the world, this time I did most of the talking but had a very special guest interview me, the first person I ever spoke Arabic with. It's got an almost poetic conclusion to the mission that I should finally meet her just before I leave. Found Amira on iTalki in September, and she's one of the teachers I stuck consistently with all the way through to December. Okay, so he finds some Egyptian girl on iTalki and write with her, and after that he go there to Egypt to meet her or something like that. So he just go travel to different countries to meet some woman or something like that. He found a woman teacher or girl teacher to teach him on iTalki, and after he will go and visit her. A note from the Fluent in 3 Months team: before we get started, you can chat with a native speaker for at least 15 minutes with the Fluent in 3 Months. But I think this one, you have this one Fluent in 3 Months in this course. I think maybe he's not the one who do the course. Maybe he's not the one who do the course. Maybe he have some native speakers working for him. Maybe have some native speakers working in different language who are actually doing some of this course for him. It's like a scam community. He will just make some YouTube channel to become famous, and after he will make some native speakers do the course for him or something like that. Why my level is most likely a safe conversational B1. I would generally get a professional unbiased opinion on what my level is, as I did with Chinese or in sitting the most officially recognized examination, as I did in German, French and Spanish, and almost did in Italian. Unfortunately, the nature of this particular mission and learning a language with no official recognition even in the country it is spoken in meant that getting a professional opinion would be very hard. You really have to be learning modern standard Arabic for academically recognized credentials, but if I had learned that, then I wouldn't have had the wonderful experience that I had as a traveler in the country by focusing on dialect. Blah blah blah. Hopefully this video and my follow-up thoughts will give you a good enough idea of where my level is at. Since this is my own biased unprofessional non-native opinion, feel free to discard it as worthless. I'm very sure your opinion is worthless, and I'm very sure you're just saying anything, same like all the polyglot YouTubers. You're full of bullshit. But keep in mind that I have gotten my level evaluated quite a lot in many languages. You have evaluated. You have all evaluated your language. You are all super high level in every language in the world. You fucking polyglot shitholes, liars. So I like to think all of that experience gives me at least a pretty good idea about where my language level is at. Since I like to use the European framework of references for language to gauge my levels, have a look at description of B1 from that Wikipedia page. Can understand the main points of clear standard input or familiar matters regularly encountered in work, school, leisure. It can deal with most situations likely to arise while traveling in an area where the language is spoken. Can produce simple connected text on topics that are familiar or of personal interest. Can describe experiences and events, dreams, hopes, and ambitions. On briefing, gives reasons and explanation for opinions and plans. But this one, he have removed this one. Since writing wasn't my focus, and since it's actually impossible to write Egyptian Arabic in any kind of standard way, It's impossible to write Egyptian Arabic? Why it's impossible to write Egyptian Arabic? Why is it impossible to write Egyptian Arabic? Yeah. The Franco transcription process is used by many but not by others. I have excluded one point there. If you wanted to write it, you would really have to use MSA, which is in my mind as good as another language. Otherwise, I feel this video demonstrates the other points. I understood most of Amira's questions pretty well. I think it's a bit of a no-brainer after 2 months of buying tickets. He said that he understands her questions. But if she asks him some question in the video, they have already practiced these questions together. They already practiced those questions together that they're going to make in the video. So they practice some question together, then he will just answer those questions the way that they practice it. It doesn't mean that he have learned the language or he can speak the language. They just practice few questions together and make a video. They just practice few questions and answers. They just practice some questions, practice some answers, make a fake video. They just practice some questions and some answers, make a fake video, and then they will say that he can understand. I think it's a bit of non-brainer after 2 months of buying tickets, haggling prices, chatting to cab drivers and chatting to random people on trains that I passed point to. How do we know if you're really talking to the cab drivers and random people on the trains, if you're really speaking to other people? How do we know? And I think I described my experiences and such satisfactorily in the video. Okay, so if you describe in the video in English, in the video that you have been speaking with many people in Arabic, if you tell us in English in the video that you have been speaking with many people in Arabic and you can speak a lot of things in Arabic, if you say that in English in the video, is that a proof that you can speak Arabic? If you tell us in English in the video that you can speak with many people, you are speaking with many people, that means that you can do it because you tell us in English. Even if you speak in Arabic in the video and say that you have been speaking with cab drivers and other people on the street and in the metro or in the train or whatever, even if you say it in Arabic in the video, it doesn't mean that you have really done that. It can just mean that you have practiced how to say this sentence in Arabic in the video, telling that you have been talking with different people in Egypt. You can just say in the video that you have been talking with those different people in Egypt by saying, you can just say that in the video. It doesn't mean that you have really done that. And also in the video, you can just have memorized the sentence, how to say that you have been talking with the taxi driver or like cab driver or other people there in Egypt. You can just memorize how to say it, or you can read it from some script and edit your video. It doesn't mean that you have really been speaking with those people. It's all fake. I know you, all of you polyglot YouTubers, you're just some fake shit people. You just make up some stories and making some fake videos and making some fake stories. Even if you don't show us when you're speaking to those people on the street or in the taxi or something like that, you just tell us you talk to those people and you do this and you do this and you do this, but you will not really show when you do it. Just some fake made up stories. All of you making some fake made up stories, some lies. You're all full of bullshit, all of you polyglot YouTubers and all this language learning community. Just some fake scam community full of lies. Just some liars and scammers, fake shit people. Keep in mind that you will certainly find mistakes in how I speak, incorrect conjugations, bad pronunciation, but you're certainly allowed to make such mistakes at this level if they aren't seriously hindering the conversation. Okay, so you make mistakes. So you make mistakes in the grammar and pronunciation and everything. You make mistakes like he practice what he will say in the video. Like he practice what to say in just these few minute videos. Like he will practice for many hours how to say these things in the video, and after that he will still make mistakes. Like he just practice few things he will say in the video. He practice few things he will say in the video, and still he will pronounce wrong and say it wrong, and it will not be totally correct like that. And even if it will sound good or correct, it's just something he practiced for the video. It's just something he practiced for the video. It doesn't mean he can speak the language if he just practice something for a video. They will practice some things that they're going to say in a video. Same like the actor and actress. Same like actor and actress. They just practice few sentences they will say in the video. It doesn't mean that he can speak the language. It doesn't mean he can understand the language. Maybe he don't even understand what she say. Maybe she asked him a question in Egyptian Arabic, but he don't understand the question. He just memorized the answer or practiced the answer like that. I really feel my level is safely beyond A2 because that implies can communicate in simple and routine tasks requiring a simple and direct exchange of information of familiar and routine matters. I think you're full of bullshit. You're full of bullshit. I'm very sure you're not A2 or even B level or anything like that. I'm sure you cannot understand anything in Arabic. It's very difficult, and I'm sure maybe you only understand few sentences or few words. Okay, let's forget all this long bullshit nonsense here. Let's watch the video and see how much he can speak this. And I'm sure it's just some memorized stuff. Just some memorized stuff that he practiced. I think this is the same video on the YouTube channel, but let's watch it here without all the ads, because on the YouTube channel there's a lot of ads. There's a lot of ads on the YouTube channel, so let's watch it here without the ads.
السلام عليكم. احنا دلوقتي مرة تانية في القاهرة في.
Why was he looking down? In the first few seconds he was looking down. Okay, I think I'll do it on the YouTube channel because this one there's some ads. There's like it's moving up and down because of some ads on the video. I mean on the website there's some ads, so it keeps moving up and down. Let's watch it on the YouTube channel, is better. In the first few seconds, you will notice after he say this Assalamu alaikum, then he will look down. I think he have some paper on the table that he look and read from. I think after he says Assalamu alaikum, then he look down and read the next 1 or 2 lines from some paper on the table. You will see his eyes will look down. Just try to concentrate after already few seconds after he says Assalamu alaikum, then he will look down on some text. Just look, he will look down now.
السلام عليكم.
Subscribe to my channel now. Remember to subscribe to my channel. See you. اشترك في القناة دلوقتي. افتكر اشترك في القناة. اشوفك. السلامة.
Husk att abonnera på min kanal nu. Husk att abonnera. Vi ses. Abonnez-vous à ma chaîne maintenant. Abonnez-vous à ma chaîne.